know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need...
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw it is Locke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Now to the air. Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Good.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
By Jake Ryan. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
McManus lining up for the extra point.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
30-yard line.
He was brought down there by Will Parks. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down. Now
a man open down the middle of the field. They give him 9 there on the 1st first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan underneath here to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This one to Hill. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brian Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Not going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 41-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. 20! He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
First down, Broncos.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
The catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That one complete to Hill. And some room to work. They work this well upfield across the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
26-yard line.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And his kick is indeed good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 27-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Got Gordon open, completes it. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And it is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy, 26 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's just not fair. And now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, it's Locke. And it's caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Locke to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put him back in not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Ryan. Ryan is intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Grady Jarrett able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's locked. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brought him down. It's a gain of a yard.
2nd down and goal. Lock. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Block working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Lead to
Melvin Gordon.
Touchdown.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Throwing now is Locke. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. J.J. Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 56, Falcons 17. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, they run with Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And 1.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4. Well, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50.
Bring it!
The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Brendan McManus.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just quick. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos.
That kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, A.J. Terrell. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a very mistakes. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Ryan. His throw incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Those take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Today's final score, Broncos.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Day 6 fall and you let go. I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No space for the sound of each other joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn. Horizon, laws of attraction, my thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty.